Hi, welcome to Nascent Rise. My name is Greg, and this is the first video for this channel. I plan to share information, education, things that I've learned along the way in my crypto journey for the past couple of years. There's a lot to learn. Investing in crypto is very different from investing in any other markets. If you've invested in, stock market or foreign exchange, anything, this crypto or digital, also known as digital assets, is very different from those things. It's very dynamic. It's new. It's kind of wild, uncharted. And at this point, the time of the recording of this video, it's very unregulated. That's gonna change soon, but right now there are a lot of places where people can lose money if they don't know what they're doing. So let's talk about what this channel is. Um, it's mainly education. Like I said, I hope to help people that are beginning, just getting into digital assets, help them find their way, where to go to get information, how to get started, how to use the tools in the field, um, things like that. What this channel is not is financial advice. You're going to hear a lot of YouTubers say that, obviously for liability reasons. Anything any currencies or digital assets that I mention here on this channel are, my opinion. They may be things that I hold, and if I do hold them, I'll disclose that information. But the thing about digital, getting into crypto and digital assets is that each person's journey is their own. You're not gonna get hype here. I'm not here to show my coins or try to get you to invest in something that you know I'm planning to get out of. Um, you know, Hopefully you'll get factual, honest information here, instead of a lot of the stuff that you may um, you know receive on other channels or in other places on the internet. Um, my background, I'm a software developer. That's currently what I do full time. So obviously this is not since this is not my full time job. I can't dedicate as much time to it as I'd like, but I plan to create these videos when I can, and I hopefully they'll be short, maybe 30 minutes or less. All right, so let's talk about investing. Everybody's investment, you know, everybody started someplace different. Some people are just getting started investing in anything. Some people are more advanced. They've been doing it for a while. They know exactly what they're doing, and maybe in other markets, but they don't um, know much about digital assets. So that's why this channel and others exist. And keep in mind that one channel can't give you everything. Won't be enough information to teach you, everything that you need to know. And you're going to start your journey just like I did, and you're going to start, learning from others and doing your own research, which is very important, by the way, and making your own decisions on what you want to invest in and what you don't. You can't own everything. You can't be in everything. So you have to, make decisions that are best for you and your family. Um, there are different. I guess every person has to decide what their risk, tolerance is. Because, like I said, cryptocurrency is very volatile, which means like price action swings up and down. Um, it can move very fast. It's faster than more traditional markets, mainly because it's a new investment class, and therefore it's subject to what they call whales in the industry. Um, so just keep that in mind. Just be careful. All right. So why invest in crypto? Well, crypto is new. It's like I said, it's a new digital class. It's very different from the other markets. Like I said, stocks. Maybe investing in gold or precious metals, real estate, art. There are all kinds of things that you could invest your money in, and you should probably invest a little in all those places. Even in cash. Don't put all your money into crypto. Like I said, it's very risky. It can be very profitable. People get rich quickly, but people lose a lot of money quickly, or get wrecked, as they call it. But once again, why crypto? Well, cryptocurrencies give you something that the other markets can't give you, at least right now, and that's a sense of freedom, and what you can do with your money. If you don't want anyone else telling you where to put your money, how to invest, um, you know, where to invest, you're in complete control um, of your money, your investments. And for some people, that's scary, right? Because we've never had that, and we were taught to put our money in banks, and take whatever interest that they were paying. They were in charge of keeping our money safe for us. And whenever we wanted the money, we just go to the bank or put our ATM card in a machine, and and get access to our money. But you know, here's the thing that most people haven't really thought about. Even I hadn't thought about. When you put your money in a bank, that money's no longer yours. Technically, that money belongs to the bank. They can tell you that they don't have it. And if you go in for a large sum of money, they don't have it. They don't keep a lot of cash on hand. It's definitely not enough to pay everyone out that try to get their money out all at once. That's something they call a bank run. Um, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about turning your money, your hard-earned money, over to someone else or another entity, and them being able to tell you that you can't access your money, that they're closed, that their sites are down for maintenance? You know that should make you uncomfortable. The other thing is that banks, the traditional banking system, is set up a certain way, certain way. When you invest your money when you put your money into a bank, not necessarily investing, but you put your money into a bank, a checking account, a savings account, they give you interest, right? That interest that they give you is a small percentage of the larger interest that they charge on people that borrow your money. And the act of that is called rehypothecation, I believe. I may have gotten that wrong, but the idea is, when you put your money in the bank, you're agreeing to let them reinvest your money. They don't ask you, but that's basically one of the terms that you sign on to. You agree to when you put your money in that account. So, how do you feel about you depositing your money into an account? Let's say it's a savings account, even a high money market yield account, and they're lending your money at 5 to 10, 15, 20% in some cases for high risk loans, and they're only giving you 1% of that money. Well, right now, with interest rates being so low, a 0.5%. You know, that doesn't sit well with me. I'd rather put my money someplace I get the bulk of where I get the bulk of the interest that's paid Anyway, that's the idea. With digital assets, you know, this is a new opportunity, an opportunity that most of us haven't had, um, you know, years ago in our lives. Um, there weren't this digital class, this investment class didn't exist. There weren't opportunities to basically become our own bank, and you'll probably hear that a lot, along the way, if you decide to take this journey. But the whole idea is, when you put your money in the banks decide where your money goes. The banks decide, what the terms on for repayment. The banks decide what interest rate they're going to charge someone, and who they're going to lend your money to. The banks decide how much they're going to pay you. Well, this flips that, right? It's a digital assets are a a way to set us free, or break the chains of that, of investment, traditional investment. We get to decide what happens with our money, when, how, you know, for good or for worse, or better, or for worse. I like that. I like the idea of, and empowering, being empowered, and that's what digital assets do. They empower us, so that, like I said, we don't need someone else. We're independent. We don't need the middleman. We can go directly to uh, someone else, or to another entity, and invest our money, and get the big piece of the percentage of those returns on those funds, or that investment. All right, so why now? Well, when I first got to cryptocurrencies, I thought I was late, and to a certain degree, I was, because Bitcoin began in about 2010, roughly, and it started out as an experiment, um, and the people that got in 2010, 11, 12, 13, all the way up to maybe 2000, 15, 16, 17. They got in early. They were the very early adopters. They were the ones that had the vision and the foresight. They believed, and they were the ones that actually created the opportunity that, or helped create the opportunity that we have now, which is, a very powerful thing, and I'm grateful. Um, but you know, they took on a big risk. They put their money into a highly speculative, asset class, and they had no idea what was going to happen. A lot of people, you know, made a lot of money. A lot of people lost a lot of money. And we're talking about when Bitcoin was, still a few dollars, or maybe tens of dollars, or even hundreds of dollars. If they've held on to that money, so those coins, or if they got in then and they stayed with it, I mean, they're millionaires now, right? So, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, I'm late. If you look at it from that perspective, everything's relative, right? If you're getting in now, you're not late, relatively speaking. The this asset class is very young. There's a lot of potential. There's a lot of, it has a bright future ahead of it, if um, if the world allows it to grow, and I hope that they do. At this point, you have retail investors, you have some institutional investors. A lot of them are saying that they won't get involved. They're waiting for, in my opinion, they're waiting for clarity from the government. They want, um, they want laws. They want protections. They want um, some sense of security, or um, I guess, approval from the government to get involved. So legally, some of them can't get involved. Others have. Tesla, MicroStrategy, and then a bunch of others that I haven't named. Of course, people that run it's like CEOs or hedge fund operators, um, wealth managers. Personally, they're probably involved, but their companies may or may not be able to get involved. Um, but anyway, now's a good time to get in, because especially if you're looking at this from a long-term perspective. I don't plan to get rich overnight. I'm not rich, but I have gained some wealth up to this point. I still hold most of the coins that I bought. I haven't sold them. I'm a long-term believer, in Bitcoin and and the whole ecosystem. And that's what you're going to learn. Once you get in, you're going to learn that there's more to this than Bitcoin. That's when my eyes were opened, and I was just like, wow. It's just like there's a whole world. Um, anyway, I think that's enough for this video. Um, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I plan to leave the comments open so that people can, give me insight, direction, tips. This is a learning experience for me too. So, if something can be done better, constructive criticism. That's what I'm asking for. Um, we don't need negativity. Anyway, it's enough for now. See you next time.